Hello and welcome back to Swing Trading Masterclass by Wealthy Education. In this video, we are looking at Bollinger Bands, which is an indicator that uses three lines that are plotted on a chart. There's a moving average, which is simply a line that follows the average price, typically over the last 20 candles on the close. So that is considered to be the trend. And then there are lines that flank it, and those are two standard deviations. Now, not always, you can change it, but the standard configuration of this indicator is 20 SMA, which is the moving average, and two standard deviations. So if you remember the bell curve in math classes, where like 96% of all action falls within two standard deviations of the mean. That's what this is based upon. There's your mean. There's your standard deviation. So let's go ahead and add this. Pretty straightforward. You just go down to Bollinger Bands and you'll see three lines. We've got the reddish moving average and we've got the standard deviations. Two standard deviations above, two standard deviations below. And the idea is that when you reach the standard deviations, you are getting overbought or oversold. Now, there are a million ways to use Bollinger Bands. There are entire books written on this one indicator. Bollinger himself used them, because it is named after a guy named Bollinger, in multiple different ways. But the most basic ways I will discuss in this video. For starters, you need to pay attention to the middle line. That tells you the trend. So the trend is higher. So in this scenario, you are anticipating when a candlestick closes outside of the range, it could pull back towards the mean price. And you see it happens time and time again, even when it doesn't close out of there. So what traders will do quite often is they'll see that and they say, okay, well, we're going to wait until it touches here and we're going to start buying. That is the most basic way to use Bollinger Bands. On a candlestick like this, here on the daily chart of Bitcoin, far exceeds the normal deviations. That tells you that we are more than likely going to see a pullback, and we did. So what you choose to do with that information is completely up to you. Most traders would see that, and if they are already short, they're collecting profits. Notice how Bollinger Bands squeeze like this, and that's when there is no volatility. And that makes sense because the standard deviation isn't deviating very far. The wider they get, the more likely you are to see a big move. As they widen out, once we are tight like this, you know that we are going to see a move sooner or later, because after all, markets don't sit sideways forever. Over here in AT&T, let's go ahead and put them on. This is daily chart again, and notice how the moving average started to drift a little bit lower. We broke below the Bollinger Band, showing a clear shift in sentiment. But we also recognize that quite often we will go back to the standard deviation. So short sellers would have been interested right there, and it did in fact lead to a major breakdown. Now, a lot of times what people will do when we see this called walking the line, it's walking the line here on the outside of the indicator, they'll just move their stop loss to the median price. So you got out here. Pretty big move, as you can see. But again, notice how it was tight, started to build up a little bit, and then it broke down drastically. And then finally, let's go ahead and add Bollinger Bands to a Forex pair. This is the dollar South African rand, and you can see very tight, very negative. All of a sudden, we got a close outside of here, right? We exploded to the upside, broke through some resistance anyways, and pulled back towards the median, and then we walked the line. That shows signs of intense strength. A lot of times people will look at this and they'll say, we're just going to follow the median price. As soon as we touch it, we're out. Pretty big move, and it allows you to take advantage of explosive volatility. In the meantime, on the downside, you could have simply faded every time you got a little bit too far out there, because the bands weren't, it wasn't like we were expanding the volatility. We were just kind of steady. So it gives you an idea of fading rallies in a downtrend. Now, this is an hourly chart, so obviously it behaves a little bit more rapidly than the daily chart does. But it does show you both opportunities, how you would trade that. Bollinger Bands, they're a little tricky. Bollinger Band traders tend to be a little bit of their own kind of animal. It's definitely something that you have to practice with quite a bit, but it is a useful tool because it tells you when the market may have gotten a little ahead of itself.